All right, thank you for joining the NAK Tac live stream. This is the mission setup portion of the live stream. This mission, we're using a map that I've never used before. It is the, let me get the name of it. Oh boy, I've lost the name. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Bozcaada. It's an interesting map. It's got a lot of natural resources. I guess that's kind of its main. It is an actual island near. It's a Turkish island, and it's mainly for grapes and other natural resources. So basically, I'm making it so that NAK Tac has to clear the enemy from the natural resources and a few of the military bases. I've gone ahead and marked red objective X's on a majority of the objectives that they're going to have. I've put a few enemies down and created a few extra bases just out of nowhere. We've got a couple bases over here, and we've got a small compound over here. So I'm going to go ahead and start laying out. These bases and everything were added to the mission in the editor. Just makes it a little bit quicker when I'm doing the missions at night. I did try doing this mission entirely with the live and with the virtual AI system, and it got very close, but the placement of the AI wasn't sufficient. The AI we're spawning to would end up blowing up, where it would, for example, try to put 2 helicopters here, and they would end up colliding and blowing up. This is the best military base I've seen in any map. I love this one. I'm going to try to duplicate it and create it as a component for myself to use in other maps. It's a big base, but I love the multiple layers and everything. And then it's got these outposts, you know, at various locations. And then it's even got places for armor and whatnot down here. So, excellent map. I'm going to go ahead and start putting in the enemies. I put a few over here. There's a natural military base here. Ooh, I had told these guys to garrison, and then when I had to restart my computer, and when I came back in, it looks like they ungarrisoned. So I'm gonna have to get them in there. So this one, for this type of building, I do top down, and then I just drag them to the different levels that I want them to be in. Unfortunately, the top down to me should just do a mix with some on the top, some on the bottom, but it's pretty much always just top. So, oops, that's not him. So I'm just moving these guys to general floors. All right, and now these guys, let me garrison them. Okay. See, that's kind of weird that he garrisons in the middle there. I'm gonna go ahead and move him up there. Quickly check some other ones. They are placed, but most of them have left the doors open, which I don't like, but I'll leave it. I don't have time to fix it now. This one I had on defend the area and had it on a 30 meters, and then I adjusted it. I just want them walking around here in the middle. And then I think I have one more group. No, that's the defend. I'm going to put a small group here and garrison them in there. We're using the Russian Federation forces again. I'm using a majority of that, the same groups, the Alpha group of Spetsnaz, the GRU group Spetsnaz, and then the WIPO, Spetsnaz troops. Great groups, very difficult, maybe a little bit too difficult, but I think it's definitely playable. It's just they're hard AI to fight. Most of them are silenced. Most of them have, a lot of them have night vision and stuff like that. So if you're playing a night map, they're definitely well equipped to handle you. So, all right, that's that. I did have this one. Again, they're probably ungarrisoned as well. So I'm going to set these guys just on defend area. Set it to 25 meters and then adjust accordingly.
Rolakanda left your channel.
So that's just a small roadblock on the way. That's one of my components. I'm going to put guys here, but if I put them here now, they're going to actually see here and start shooting. So I'm going to wait till the very last minute to do those. I'm going to go do the communication tower. I am taking a small risk, not knowing which direction
Lorenzo joined your channel.
the team is going to go. I've told them that there is no specific order that they need to do
Rolakanda joined your channel.
the objectives, but because of that, I really don't want to put all the AI down all at once, because that's going to lag the system out. So I want to be able to spread them out, but be able to only put a few in and then put the rest in as they move on. But doing that is risky. I don't know for sure which way they're going to go, and so I may have to quickly during the middle of the mission spawn some additional AI if they go a different direction than I anticipate. Alright, that looks pretty good. Put one more here. One group here in the middle. Set them on defend. That looks pretty good. Don't want them going over there.
Lorenzo left your channel.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple helicopters here. I don't know that I'll use the helicopters, but taking them off and making them sound as if they've got to worry about them is always a nice thing to do. Puts them on guard. They don't really have enough helicopters on their own, so I am going to use one of these other groups.
Rolakanda left your channel.
Alright, so we got a couple helicopters there. I kind of anticipate them going up this main road, but they do have this whole area they could go to, and this one. I'm going to go ahead and put a few in here and get them garrisoned, just in case they do go this way. So I wanted to garrison a few in those specifically, so I put it at a small point. These I want to garrison the whole area. Yeah, see, they went specifically in there, so I'm going to move them now to where I want them to be. I don't need one in every single one of these outbuildings. I definitely want a bunch in these areas around the top here. That's the problem with garrisoning. They sometimes face whatever direction they feel like it. All right, so I'm going to put one more squad in the middle and set them on defend. Bring in the markers that are outside. And then place some individuals around the outside. Anything else, I may put a couple in these outbuildings, but anything else, I'll wait until I'm sure which way they're going. Oh, did I put in the wrong group? Oh well, I think I put in some CSAT. No, looks like I did the right groups. Yeah, see this building, that's not what I want them doing, and this guy's in the bottom of the building. These are the sort of things you really have to watch out for. So these guys are doing seek and destroy, and they just happen to be going under the building instead of around the building. And I may just bring in their focus a little bit here. All right, now they should be all in that small area in the long run. All right, now for some individuals. They're not perfectly snapping, which worries me a little bit, but not too bad. And I want these to be in very specific spots. So I'm going to put them at ground level, turn them the right way, drag them over, hold Alt to raise their elevation, and drop them where I want them to be. I don't use a lot of static guns in these sort of things. They just don't generally work well. The static gun's not high enough to shoot over the H barriers, and it ends up hitting the H barrier more than being an effective weapon. So I generally don't put static weapons up in those sort of outpost sort of bunkers, I guess. So I'll place it at ground level, hold Alt, drag it where I want. And they're positioned well. A few more here. I like using the grenadiers. Love this level. This space specifically is so nice. Keep saying it, but man, it is such a nice level. Or base, whoops. I probably injured him a little bit. Alright. That's enough around the outside. I'm not really concerned with this side too much, so I'll go ahead and put one here. Alright, so let me go ahead and put a couple out here. I think what I can do here is probably do a security patrol and then garrison them at that 10-meter teleport, building by building. There we go. Just move them slightly. We'll do these other two. Again, you can go to recent. Just makes it easier sometimes. Your last commands are going to be here. So if you're using the same ones
Lorenzo joined
again,
your channel.
just makes it easier to do. And perfect. I know there's one down here. I don't want him hurt, so I'm going to go ahead and heal him real quick just in case. Alright, so that's pretty good. I do want to put one tank here. No, I got a couple guys I got to put there. Perfect design just for the tank barrel to go just over the top there. Someone really spent a good amount of time and did an excellent job on that. Sorry, but most of the level designers don't take the time to do as good as this guy did. I'll go ahead and put a grenadier here, and then I'll put a team in here just to protect the tank. I did kind of hint at the guys that there would be a tank there, so they kind of are aware.
Rollicanda joined your channel.
They're going to need their AI. I've got my FPS monitor on again. There we go, turn it off temporarily, and I can use it to check and see that everybody's FPS is pretty good, and everybody is. Today I went with a smaller map in size, hoping that that might have some correlation to performance. And to be honest, it kind of does. I'm seeing that, you know, because I'm using a smaller size map, everybody's performance seems to be much better. Yeah, this defend is nice, but I wish it were a little bit. I know you want it to be random.
Spruce joined your channel.
I almost wish there was a little bit less randomness to it, a little bit more thought out about it, but it is what it is. Whoa. They all teleported into there instead of some of these. Up here. Don't know that he'll stay. So I'm going to put a marksman up in here. And that'll work. Alright. I don't need that to be super heavy protected. When they get close, I'll put some more guys just wandering around out in the fields.
Spruce left your channel.
Alright. So the power plant, I said I was going to do that very last because it's so close. If they head this way, I better put this one here. Get a group in here. I'm going to use the old patrol on this one so that they patrol around the outside. You can still reduce the size of the patrol or adjust the locations. So 70 was obviously too big, so just shrink it down. They're just going to patrol around the outside. And then I'll go ahead and put some individual guys in these bunkers here. It's nice when the snapping is obvious, so you're getting the guy. You can kind of tell when it snaps and position him in the right place. Now this one I'm going to go ahead and set up a static weapon there. almost would look odd
DS
not
Wolf
to.
Play joined your channel.
So that's why I'm going to put it there. And at this end, he just doesn't have any protection. And I want to put one team off to the side here, but just don't have them moving much at all. All right. Again, I'm making bad decisions. I'm putting too many in. I should stop putting so many in. That's weird. Nope, they're not finding this as a building. So I'm going to just manually place them. Because this was a placed item, it wasn't. Yeah, see, that's the problem with manually placing it. So I'm going to delete him, just put an individual. All right. Let me go check their FPS again. I know Lorenzo tends to be one of the lower ones, and he's at 44. Hey,
He can't hear you yet.
Luke joined your channel. Luke joined your channel. Pararescue Raptor joined your channel. Trigger joined your channel.
wondering if I can put like that Metis on top of that building.
No, I need Taro to be medic tonight.
Nope.
O'Golden, Psycholic, and Meister. You guys are going to be a group.
Yeah, he actually falls all the way down.
I don't know. You got to figure that out. Walker, Croatian, Lorenzo. You guys are a group so far. You guys get together. Taro, I want you with Al Galden. And I want you to be a main medic. I want you to grab as much medic stuff as you can. So, say what? I'm making teams right now, so just hold on. Alright, you guys can be a medic team. When another team goes down, you send one of the other people with your group to the other team. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes.
Luke joined your channel.
Para, Luke, Trigger. You guys are all one group. Say what? Wolfblade. Say what?
Walker CJ in your channel timed out.
I'm not a fan of the hex pattern. So I was just saying if they had a different pattern available. So I'm going to make this first base relatively easy for them to take. I'm not trying to make this one hard. I think this is where they're going to go first. Especially if I kind of make them start shooting at them from here. So. Can put a sniper up in these two places here. Ooh, I hate that camo. That's ugly camo.
Spruce joined your channel.
There we go. But I don't think I like the weapon he's got. I've never tried that one. I'm going to see what it looks like. Yeah, it's just...
Shit team.
Exactly.
No can do.
Right, I'm going to go and give them their vehicles. The NAK Tac team
You guys on 130.
Right.
is going to have vehicles available to them just to move around because this is a very far distance for them to travel. So we're going to go ahead and give them some vehicles and we'll set them down here.
Alright, guys. I need all the fire team leads to come to me.
That's unknown at this time.
Of AQEs is adding the accessories, and we generally like putting the different colored flags on it so they know red team, blue team, green team, whatever, and whose vehicles whose. They tend to like it, so I do it.
Alright, I just need you guys, the fire team leads, to come over here, and then everybody else needs to pair up with buddies. Get the buddy system down. I'll set up them. Alright. Is this your third game? Yeah. Just don't get it shot.
Luke left your channel. Luke joined your channel. Jim Carter joined your channel.
I like that dingo. I don't like giving them the weapon though.
Alright, Vile, we're ready to... All the fire teams are together.
Alright, go ahead and use the flagpole to go to the squad leader, and the fire team leaders use the flagpole to go to the firing range. Alright guys, that's the end of the stream for right now. I'm going to go ahead and give them the mission rundown, and then we'll start the mission stream in a few moments.